Hi guys, so today I'm going to show you how to create a bronze smoky eye. We're going to use MAC's Painterly Paint Pot as a base with a Sedona Lace brush, EB11, just this flat synthetic. I believe it's synthetic actually, I don't know. And we're just going to put that all over the lid. Pretty basic stuff right here. And you can use your finger to kind of tap it in a little bit more. Before we actually get into applying like the main color, I like to apply a base color all over my lid just to make blending a little bit easier. So I'm going to take cream from the Lorac Pro Palette, and that's mostly what I'm going to be using today. And I'm just going to pack that all over my lid, even bring it up to my brow bone, and I'm just using a big fluffy brush from Real Techniques. It's the setting brush. Alright, now we're going to take Swiss Chocolate from MAC. I just have it in this little compact right here. It's just a nice warm brown color, and we're going to use that for our transition color on a big fluffy brush. This is Sedona Lace's EB13. Just a nice big fluffer. And we're just going to bring that, like I said, into the crease. And you can, I kind of bring it down onto my lid sometimes too. I mean, sometimes it's an accident and I just work with it. But it does make for a nice transition even on the lid. Just want to bring it all over and really blend it out. And you can bring it up higher than the crease, since this is going to be the lightest transition color we use. So you can definitely bring it up. And you can even bring this down onto the lower lash line. Since we are going to be putting color down there, we might as well just get the transition color down there as well. Perfect. So now we're going to take from the Lorac Pro Palette Sable, which is this dark brown color here. It's not the darkest in the palette. Espresso is the darkest, and we'll be using that in the outer V, but we're going to use Sable now to darken up the crease. And we're not going to bring it all the way up like we did with the Swiss Chocolate. We're just going to kind of focus it in that crease. And I'm going to use this little fluffy brush from Sigma. It's a blending E25. And all my brushes, yes, they are dirty. I don't know what to tell you. I am a busy gal. I'm in school. I don't have time to clean my brushes. Sorry. And I'm going to be looking down here because I have a mirror down here. So first we're going to focus that in the outer corner and then bring it into the crease. And you can use pretty light brush strokes here. Swirling around. Alright, now for the outer V, we're going to use a pencil brush. Okay, this is my Sigma E30 pencil brush. It's just a little old guy. And we're going to take Espresso, the color that I showed you before, and just pat a little bit onto that pencil brush. And we're going to bring this right into the outer V. So first we're going to bring it here. And the pencil brush is really good for concentrating or focusing like your application. And then you're going to put a little bit more on the brush and bring it down onto the, towards the lash line. I keep having like mini panic attacks that I'm not recording. Since this is my first video, I'm just like kind of freaking out. There's a little red dot in the corner, so I'm going to assume that means I'm recording, but who even knows? So once you have that color packed on, you can go back in with that E25, the Sigma one, and blend it out into that sable color. You want everything to blend really nicely. If you want this line to be really sharp, I mean, using the pencil brush helps, but if you want it to be even sharper, you can put a piece of tape, like right here, and that'll definitely sharpen up the line. So I'm going to take a flat brush. This is my Sigma Concealer F70, and I'm going to go in. I've never used this before, so we'll see how this works. It's by Bombshell Cosmetics, and it's in the color Submissive. It is a cream, it's an eye base. So we're going to bring this onto the lid just to give us a nice base there. Let me Get focused. Not the best, but it'll do. Actually, it's kind of pretty. I like it. So we're going to go on with this new brush I got called the Shading Brush from Real Techniques, and we're going to take the light bronze color from my MAC. I mean, wow, this is not MAC. This is my Lorac palette. And we're going to pat that onto the brush, and then we're going to pat that on top of the eye base that we just put on there. Okay? Okay. Alright, and then go back in with your E25 and blend that out, especially since I got some up in my crease. So let's go back in with that little pencil brush and get some more espresso in the outer V. I just want that to be really nice and dark. Yeah, this is working for me. So now I'm just going to take a little bit of that cream color again that we put on the lid earlier and bring that back into the brow bone. I think some of it probably got washed out, so we're just going to pat that there. Could do a little bit more, I guess. And blend that into the Swiss chocolate color. And now we can bring a little bit of color into the inner corner. So I'm going to take Mary Luminizer from The Balm. This little guy here. Just a really pretty shimmery, it's supposed to be a highlight, but we're going to use it as an inner corner color today. And tap that in there. It blends really nicely with the light bronze. Yeah. And we can even take some of white from the Lorac Pro Palette to lighten it up even more. I like a really light inner corner because it helps to make my eyes look bigger and other stuff. Alright, we need some color on the lower lash. So we're going to take the accent brush from Real Techniques. Right here, it's a tiny little guy. Really, really tiny. And we're going to get some espresso on that brush and drag that down about halfway down the lower lash line. And blend it into that outer V. Then take some sable on your pencil brush and blend that espresso out. And make sure you go back up here and blend that because we did add some more color up there. Doesn't that just make everything better? I think it does. And last but not least, take your E25 and just blend everything. We want everything to be so blended. Oh. So this is almost done. We're going to take some liner and line our eyes. You can obviously tell that I enjoy singing. But you don't want to hear that. So I'll stop. Alright. I'm going to use my Revlon eyeliner because it's the shiz. Just let me find it. There it is. Revlon. That was backwards for you probably. Color Stay Liquid Liner. And I will attempt to keep this in frame, but I cannot promise you anything. You just line, if you want to look up videos for lining your eyes, do that. Maybe I'll put one up one day where I can actually keep my eyes in frame. But we're going to attempt. I'm not going to just totally leave you. Okay? Ready? That's kind of fun. Alright, then we're going to go in with a black color. I guess we'll just use Lorac Black. Just this thin angled liner. This is from UBC. I don't even know. I got this for a present. Just get a little bit of black eyeshadow on there. You can really use any brand. And we're just going to bring this along the line to kind of smooth everything out, because obviously you can see I'm not perfect. Okay? Alright. And it just makes it a little bit darker, which is always fun. Lashes. So I bought these lashes from a dollar store. They're by Broadway Eyes, and they're in the style Flirty. So we're going to test out these dollar store lashes and see how they work, because you know, if these things look good, I want to be hitting up that dollar store quite a bit. We're going to use some Lash Grip Eyelash Adhesive. And get yourself some tweezers. Boop, boop. I think I like that noise or something. I don't know. I keep making it. So far with these dollar store lashes, I'm not too happy. It took a little bit of time to even get them off of their little plastic thing. But we'll see how they look on. I mean, that's only a little bit of a downfall. And then also, look at that. There's still a little bit of lash on there, and I don't know why. I mean, it's only a little bit, so hopefully it won't make that big of a difference. So, back to what I was saying. Let's get this lash on my eyeballs, because this is just taking a ridiculous amount of time to do. I like to put a little bit more glue on the ends, just because that seems to be the part that doesn't stick as much. And tweezers. Okay, let's see how this works. And then finally, we're going to put some mascara on. Voluminous Million Lashes by L'Oreal. My fave. So that's the finished eye look. Thank you. Keep an eye out for my full face routine.